Prepare to Prosper YouTube channel. Today, this is a Garden 30 live stream. Try to live stream every Wednesday around 6:30, weather permitting and time permitting. I think my microphone's a little loose. So if you're joining me, I shared a link over at the Living Free in Tennessee Telegram group. If you're joining me from there, yes, I did take that name Garden 30 from Nicole Sauce. I think it's a great term, so I'm going to use it. But today we're going to talk about my everyday carry. So that's EDC. It's basically what I have on me every day from the time I wake up to the time I go to bed. There's one thing that is situational, and we'll get to that when we get to it. I got a little chunk of skin hanging off my finger that's bothering me. Anyway, we're going to start from the outside, top, bottom, work our way towards the middle. I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but that's how we're going to do it. Let's start with my hat. So, this is just a hat I found on Amazon. I like it because it keeps the sun out of my eyes and keeps rain off my glasses. I hate those two things. Mostly hate getting water rain on my glasses, but I'm going bald, and I have too much hair for sunscreen and not enough hair I have not enough hair to keep my head from getting burnt, and not enough hair and too much hair for sunscreen. There, I got it right. And normally, Garden 30, I do garden-related things. It's been raining a lot from the hurricane, tropical depression, whatever it was. It came through Indiana, and it rained for like, I don't know, close to 20 hours, it seems like. So I'm just doing it here in the backyard, in front of the compost piles. This tall grass eventually is going to be replaced with wild native plants. And John, he's part of my preparedness group. He lives an hour or so away from me. He said it rained 3 inches last night, and I probably got 4 or 5 inches based on how much is in my pool. So I don't want to be crawling around in the garden weeding right now. Next week, unless I get to it before then, I plan on working on this weed pile here. This is our old burn pile. The garden is on the other side of that. It's going to get expanded into that area, so I got to clean it up. There's a lot of old metal and other bits in there, and obviously weeds. But anyway, everyday carry stuff. Back to the hat. Again, keeps the rain off my glasses, keeps the sun off when I'm outside a lot, and too much hair for sunscreen, not enough hair to go with sunscreen. And then on this side, I have 4 pins. These are Boy Scout pins from Little Turtle. You get them for having participated in a lot of the stuff throughout summer camp, a lot of the activities, and having a clean campsite. I've earned them more than 4 times, but I keep them on here. And the reason they're arrowheads has to do with the camp legend. Right now I got my microphone on there, and somebody commented something that's not English, so sorry I can't help you with that. My microphone, I keep it on my hat when I'm recording or doing live stream. I used to keep it on my collar, but sometimes it touches my throat and ruins the sound. And then back here, I have a compass. It's either a Sunto or a Brunton watch band compass. It's pretty accurate, not perfect. And then I have a brass safety pin. I use it for all kinds of stuff. The other day I just used it for releasing some zip ties. Anyway, my shirt is just a cheap shirt from Walmart. I want to upgrade my t-shirts that I wear, but I have a bunch of these left over from when I worked a job that I got a lot of glue and stuff on me, so I still have a ton of them. For footwear, normally when I'm outside in the homestead, I don't wear any footwear, not because I'm trying to ground and get rid of my negative or positive electrons or negative protons or whatever the heck grounding people say. It's no, because I have feet problems, and walking barefoot helps strengthen my feet. And then also there's a theory that being barefoot, your bacteria can, since you're more bacteria cells than human cells, and your bacteria can talk to the garden soil bacteria. I don't know much about that. It's something I want to research some more, but if it does help my feet, it helps my feet. And yes, Jesus is the only way to heaven. All right, so for shoes, if I'm not in my homestead during the summer months, warm months, I wear these Altera. They look a lot like Converse. They're built more like a boot than a Converse, that are a lot better quality built. And they put these vents here to help keep your feet cool and dry. So Converse, when you bend your feet, they fail right there. So they put this vent there to let your feet breathe. But if you walk through wet grass or snow or mush or slush or anything like that, the water goes straight through. But these are really light, and I really like them. If it's winter or stuff like that, just found an empty Glock 26 mag in my boot. Anyway, same thing. They're Ultima, but these are they're waterproof ones. These are what I wear in the winter. And like I said, you can see glue from where I wore these at work. And then I wear Fun Toes brand wool socks. They're not the best quality, but they're pretty good quality and nice and comfortable for the price. And then for pants, I wear True Spec 24/7 pants. I just connected my earbuds in my pocket. They're great. They have lots of cargo pockets. They're have all the pockets I need to do what I want. So let's go through those pockets real quick, since I already pulled out my earbuds. These are Anker Soundcore dot something or other earbuds. I've used a lot of Anker products, and I really love their Soundcore earbuds. And then inside of this, that goes in the little cargo pocket here on the outside, because I access them all the time. So inside the cargo pocket, there's pockets inside the pockets for holding magazines and tourniquets. So inside that pocket, I carry these fix-it stick screwdrivers. So they just pop out of the holder, and they're the four most common screwdriver bits I run into. So a straight blade, a number 2 Phillips, T25, and a number 2 square. And then you can put them in like this to get torque if you're in a low clearance area, or you can use them like a T-handle. You pop these out and put them in your drill if you don't have the right bit with you, because these are the four most common bits. And then this is the bicycle version. This is designed to go underneath your water bottle rack. So I keep some bank line on here. I need to wrap the other side with jute twine. That way I have lots of good cordage and various cordage, and that jute twine can be used as cordage and a fire starter. And then also in this pocket, if I leave the house, I carry this. This is a Glock 19 mag with Hornady Critical Defense. I keep that in that pocket as a spare mag. Not because I think I'm going to be getting a firefight so long that I'm going to run out of bullets, because I'm not that good of a shot, though I'll probably be dead before I get that far. It's in case you have a malfunction with your mag that's in the gun. And if I do get in a prolonged firefight, I prefer the longer magazine than the 26 magazine. And this is, I can give it to anybody carrying a Glock 26 or a Glock 19. And the other advantage is it being longer is it's easier to grab out of that pocket inside my pocket. And then in the little cell phone pocket, I carry these Knipex needle-nose pliers. I used to carry a Leatherman Surge, but I realized I only used a handful of the tools at any one time. I use the screwdrivers, but I'd have to change out the bits. This lets me carry the 4 bits, and these bits are all better than the Leatherman's flat bits. And a better pair of pliers. So, you get better quality tools, and it weighs less. So then I carry, this is a TrueNight TC15. They've upgraded this flashlight to have USB-C in the new version, but it has a bunch of different modes, including a super bright mode and a strobe mode. So my old job where I got the glue on my boots, I had to change my flat tire at 2 o'clock in the morning, or put air in a tire at 2 o'clock in the morning at the gas station after I got out of work. So some guy was walking across the parking lot towards me. So I look up at him and he speeds up. So I grab the flashlight and I can just click it over into bright mode. And like you can see there, it overwhelmed the camera. It can overwhelm him. And from like 30 yards in the parking lot, he stopped, put up his hands in front of his face to block the light. And he's like, "Hey, do you need help?" He was just one of the guys sleeping in the semis in the parking lot and just got up because he couldn't sleep to take a walk. So it's a great defensive tool, along with it's great for seeing in the dark. I mean, what else would a flashlight be for besides seeing in the dark? And then a lot of people laugh at this one and don't carry it. This is Saber brand pepper spray, and the reason I carry it is in case I have to deploy it against the cat's fighting a dog. My cat's fighting a dog, and I got spray both of them, get them separated. If I'm in a situation where I need to protect myself, but don't need to use the firearm, something like that, I have pepper spray. Because if all you carry is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. This is expired. It expired recently. I do need to replace it. Oh, that guy says that didn't happen. Me walking through the parking lot in the middle of the night. You can believe me or not, don't believe me, but that's up to you. Anyway, onto the left side. So I'm left-handed, so carrying cheap ink pen. I'd like to carry nicer ink pens, but they get, being left-handed, they get caught on the seat belt. The pocket clips get broke or bent, or they get pulled out of my pocket entirely and I lose them. So I don't carry pocket knives. This is a Night Eyes metal wallet. It's a minimum wallet, carries all the cards I need, and it's RFID blocking, and it has a money clip, does everything I need it to do. It's not as cool as like a Ridge wallet. I think the Ridge wallet and the other ones like that are pretty cool, but it's I can carry it. It's cheap. I like it. It has these wrench cutouts on them that I've never used, and I've used the bottle opener to open some root beer before. I don't drink root beer, but other people do that I know. And the Boy Scout camp that I spend a lot of time at, they have Arrowhead root beer based on the same camp legend we get these arrowheads from. That's locally produced at a microbrewery. He makes it for the camp, and while they're screw tops, some of the kids have trouble, so the bottle opener helps with that. And then my keys. So I have the car keys on there, and I'll swap these are for the car, and they're on Night Eyes S Beaners, and I'll swap these keys out for the van if I'm going to be driving the van. I have this little titanium, I don't remember what brand it is, I got it off of Amazon, clip to clip it in my pockets. All my various keys, and then a little Leatherman S4. It's an S4. Unfortunately, they quit making these, but this belonged to my late wife, So they have these great pair of scissors, which was the only other tool I used in the Leatherman Surge, really. So getting rid of the Leatherman Surge, I cut down a lot on weight, got better quality tools, and also added fingernail file. There's other tools in there, but I'm not going to go through all of them. The fingernail file and the scissors are what I use the most. That's it for that pocket. That's it. Nothing in that pocket. All right. So again, getting rid of the Leatherman and changing up the weight, I can carry this crescent wrench. It's great. Oh, it's great because you can use it with the pliers or with the screwdriver, or you can, unlike Leatherman, you can't use the screwdriver and the pliers at the same time in each hand because they're built into the same tool. So it gives me more versatility. And yes, if you add all these things together, you're getting close to the same weight as the Leatherman. Maybe a little bit more, but look at all the extra tools we gathered. We got the fingernail file and a pair of a crescent wrench and better quality tools. So that's it for that pocket. All right, this pocket is the rest of my fire kit that goes with the jute twine that I need to put on here. But it's Burt's Bees lip balm. It's great stuff for your lips, but also can double as a fire extender. You can also use the cotton in your clothes. I should do a video on everyday carry fire lighting stuff. And then also I carry these clipper lighters. I like them better than Bic. They are refillable. I like them better than Bic because they seem to light better, especially in the wind. And you can replace the flint cartridges out of them too. This whole thing replace. And I know you can do this without within a Leatherman, but if you pull this out, it is pretty easy to strike to light a fire if this thing runs out of fluid. The only downside of these is a Bic lighter. You can scrape the outside off with a knife to act as tinder if you need it. These are fireproof plastic. It doesn't really burn, but whatever. And I try to carry bright colored ones because I drop things and I want to be able to find them. All right, I think we got just a few more things. So on my belt here, I carry clipped on there. I've had one of these for years. I lose them and keep buying them. They're like 10 bucks. But this is a Gerber Exchanger blade. It's a great little box cutter utility knife. And I've had lots of jobs where I have to cut through things that I don't want to damage my knife cutting. Boxes, mostly. Other stuff, banding. And when it's hooked to your belt, it just disappears and you forget about it till you need it. And then I have zip tied because I couldn't find a good holder for the sheath because this is designed as a neck knife. And this little Kershaw, I forget what it's called, but it's like a $20 Kershaw. And this is my primary knife now. I love it. It just slips in and out of that sheath. I don't even have to really look. I haven't been carrying it for very long, but I can do it most of the time if I feel without even really thinking about it. And then, speaking of the belt, this is just a 2-inch belt I got off of Amazon. I'd like to buy a nice higher quality belt, but this is what I have. And then on this side, I have a Glock 26 and a We the People holster. I know not the best quality holster, but it works well for me, so that's what I'm going with. And the reason I chose the Glock 26, it's more compact and easier to carry and a lot more comfortable. And when I sit down, this doesn't bump against things. I do more weight to lose. I'm not a huge guy, and if I'll put the Glock 19 magazine in there. So if I carried a Glock 19 and come out to here, that extra 1.5 inches bumps into things more often. So the shorter, easier to carry mag in it. And these are Hornady Critical Defense as well. And yes, there's one in the chamber because what's the point of carrying a gun if it's not ready to go? It is pretty dirty. It needs cleaned right now because where I work, and I've been doing a fair amount of it not too long ago. We punch out these cardboard circles and other shapes for the backs of ribbons. And when you punch them out, the machine die cuts them, and then you got to punch them out by hand. It's called weeding. You get that dust all over you, and I got a bunch of dust. And yes, I can carry at work. I love that about that job. And I think that's everything. One thing that I do need to add, and I'm working on buying the stuff for it, is an everyday carry first aid kit. I just want some simple band-aids. That'll take care of most of the issues I run into. But I also want to have a tourniquet and some gauze, maybe some Celox and hemostatic gauze, and a few other things that I can pack really tiny in a Ziploc bag and just carry to my cargo pocket and forget about it. Because if you carry one of these long-range paper hole bunches, you carry a long-range hole bunch. You might want to carry the tools to fix holes in you, because if rounds are going downrange, rounds are coming back towards you. So that's about all I have. If nobody seems to have any questions. So I'm going to turn this into a regular YouTube video later. I don't know when, hopefully tomorrow. And I'll try to go through Amazon and find links for all this stuff. That may take a while. Oh, forgot about two other things, because they're not in my pocket. My Samsung S22, which I'm talking to you through right now. So that's not in my pocket. And I have a OtterBox case for it. And shoved inside the OtterBox case is $20 in case I'm out and about and I forget my wallet for some reason. I still have $20 so I can get gas or a snack or something like that. It's just a backup, $20. Can't go wrong with having extra money, backup money in case you need it. So again, that's everything. That's my everyday carry. That's my philosophy, why I carry it. Yes, it looks like a lot of stuff. But I've been trying to do this everyday carry thing for over a decade now. And I'm constantly reevaluating and adjusting, like switching out the Leatherman for the better quality tools. Not carrying a good pen because I broke and lost pens. Stuff like that. And yeah, there's things I'd like to upgrade. Like I'd like to upgrade the flashlight to the one that takes USB-C. So I need one less cable to deal with in my life. But, you know, I don't want to spend that kind of money when I don't need to. So I hope you guys all have a great day. Thanks for watching. And this is the Prepare to Prosper YouTube channel, where we prepare today and prosper tomorrow. All right, how do I end this thing? Oh, that's how you do it. Okay.